army enlistments. You couldn't get uniform votes. So they condition you to a certain value system. The value system reflects the culture. And you always reflect the culture. If you were brought up as a baby in France, you'd be a Frenchman. You'd speak French. You wouldn't be able to speak English. If you were brought up in Germany as a baby, you'd be German all the way through. Because each nation conditions its people to believe that they live in a great country. This is one of the most corrupt countries on earth, the United States. But I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to get a book called Confessions of an Economic Hitman. Unless you've read that book. How many of you have read Confessions of an Economic Hitman? How many of you have read Smedley Butler's book called War is a Racket? Try to get hold of that and read it. These are loyal Americans and not the enemies of America that wrote these books. They still believe in this system.
Can I describe this one a little?
Confessions of an Economic Hitman.
Yeah, I just want to describe that a little bit. That's a guy who was put into a corporation to play a role for the United States government. And he actually confessed about this later. He felt guilty because of his child. And he said how they found, the United States found that it's cheaper, instead of bringing the military in, to change governments from within by bribing those who were in positions of power, usually the presidents. And they give them lots of money, and they take a piece of it, generally. Perhaps the United States goes in there and builds roads for their own military to get across the country where needed, and paves a way for the corporations to plunder. And they give the presidents tremendous amount of money, and the president might have a holding in the road company, for instance. And so they put the country in tremendous debt. They take away all the social programs because of the debt, meaning the schools or free water. That's what happened in Bolivia when they revolted, then when they nationalized the water, or hospitals. So they leave them just devastated.
I want to tell you a little bit about this country. Where did we get the country from? We stole it from the Indians. That's where we got it. And they try to tell us that male has a certain attitude toward a female, which is inborn. They say that we have inborn natural instincts. We don't have any inborn natural instincts, except the knee reflex, the pupillary reflex. But you don't inherit any ideas that your parents learned. No child in China was ever born speaking Chinese. They had to go to school to learn a language. Your mother said cup, table, pencil, papa, mama, over and over again, until you repeat those same words. So everybody is alike. They try to make you uniform in this country so they can control you. All countries are corrupt.